Yo, what is up, traders? Traders. How we doing, guys? How are we doing? Run it up. What is good, guys? Run the lights up. What's good, Sin, Fots? Is everybody can hear my audio okay? Roy, Alon, LG Collective. What's up, guys? What is up, everybody? Hopefully, y'all are doing good. Yes, sir. Bet. Appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all that show up this early, man. That means a lot. That means a lot. All right, I think we're good to go. Just getting some stuff set up. All right, we're good to go. What is good, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hopefully y'all can hear me okay. And hopefully we can catch some good trades here. Yo, Elevated, what's up? I saw you in the Top Step chat today, actually. Yo, what's good? Taco, sign back in here. Jalanta, what's up? Hopefully y'all are doing good, man. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Let's get into it. NQ's moving around. Hey, what's good, Moon? We have a volatile session so far. I'm not gonna lie. Gold up 1%, 40, almost 50 points in the past 15 minutes. And crude is up, trading at 107. We topped out at 106.88. That is impressive. That is impressive. Yeah, that break on crude did happen. We were trying to catch that last night, right? Yeah, last night. I figured we would get there. It was just like a matter of how like, you know what I mean? But we did get there. All right, crude's pulling back. All right, so everything's moving around. This is good. Good evening. What's good, night? Well, I mean, InQ's just ripping. Good night. It's ripping. This thing's up 100 points in 5 minutes. What is happening? Now it's only up 70 points. We just lost 30 points in like less than a minute. There is some volatility here. Do we have news? Do we have news? Not really. Yo, let me know if you see anything, but that seems like a news candle to me. Or something. What's crude up to? Crude's still holding that 106 level. Was that news? I don't know. But it seems like it. I mean, that was a 100-point, literally a 100-point candle. Somebody knows something. I would say there's a lot of volume on that I mean, I guess that's a pretty... That's a lot of fucking volume, actually, as a matter of fact. That is... Am I looking at this correctly? This is... Look at this. Okay, so this is the volume we just saw in that 100-point move in literally like 1 minute. That's where the volume peaked. That's like the midpoint of all the, like, you know what I mean? That's a lot of volume considering this is the overnight session. I mean, we were matching levels we were trading at during New York. It's a lot of volume for the overnight session. Another insider trading scandal. Holy shit. All right, anyways, let's see what's up here. See if that's enough to cause a rally. But NQ's ripping right now. I wonder if we'll get some news to come out in about 15 minutes. Yeah, that was a serious move. Hey, if y'all are just joining into the stream, man, say what's up. Also, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We are going to try to get some trades going. We just had a crap ton of volume trade here in the overnight session. And we're seeing continuing crap ton of volume. This volume is almost just, we almost have as much volume in this 5-minute candle as we did in the last. Somebody knows something. This thing is ripping. What a rip. Hey, Brandon, how'd you make out that auto liquidate at the end of the session? Yeah, let's look at that. Well, what had happened was, well, yeah, I did good partialing out. I got out of most of it, and then on the dip to like I think 120s, I tried to add back in, and then the auto liquidator. It pretty much was just a scratch, but I ended the session up a couple $100, which was good. So that was a decent move. What in the world am I looking at? Why can this never happen when I'm in a fucking long? And why can it never hold when I'm in a long? What a beautiful trade. I mean, what a beautiful move. 250 points off the session lows, just vertical. Look at the volume being traded here, though. That is some what is happening? What in the fuck? I'm so pissed, bro. Oh, we're just gonna rip all the way to all-time highs. Oh my god, we're up 300 points almost. What is happening? Yeah, somebody knows something, deadass. I don't mean to use that word, but seriously. Can't touch this. Can't touch it. This is fun to watch, but we can't, like, realistic. I don't think we can't touch this. This thing's on a ripper. You're already locked out, bro? The session just started. What did they have? What happened? I don't know, but look. Okay, this is crazy. This volume bar is on pace to fucking, like, maybe double the volume that we've seen in these two. Because this 5 minute just opened up. This 5 minute candle just opened up. So we still have 4 minutes of volume here. Oh my god. There's news. There's got to be news. Why don't we have the news? Look at the volume here. Look at the volume. Look at the volume. Buddy, this is like a full-fledged momentum breakout. It's what you see on penny stocks. Crazy, crazy volume. Look, this volume is surpassed. We're gaining volume on this move. Wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I'm tempted to go get an eval and just fucking put on one long, one mini. Yeah, this is insane. Where's crude? Where's crude trading? It's not that big of a dump. It's actually not that big of a dump on crude, to be honest. I'm telling you. This is crazy. Up 4K, locking it up. Good idea, man. Honestly. Good idea. It's causing the move, bro. We have no idea. Trump told aides he's willing to end the U.S. military campaign against Iran, even if the Strait of Hormuz remains largely closed. That to me sounds like we just lost the war to Iran, in other words. I mean, we didn't lose the war militarily, but objectively, like, bro does not have a plan to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, so it's, like, cooked. Wow. What a rip. Bro just casually went into Iran, bombed the shit out of them, cut off 20% of the world's oil supply, and just said, all right, we out. We out. Let me just fuck up everything over here, and we out. I guess he thinks if we maybe don't, like, are not involved anymore, maybe they won't keep it closed. I mean, that is... I'm trying to think. Is there news or something? Yeah. Here's the news. Trump told aides he's willing to end the U.S. military campaign against Iran, even if the Strait of Hormuz remains largely closed. Wait. Why do I feel like Trump would not buckle like that? Why do I feel like Trump would not buckle like that? I feel like 24 hours time, this is a wild prediction. I feel like in 24 hours time, this isn't really a funny thing to poke predictions at, but I think I'm just gonna predict that we're gonna bomb Iran in like 24 hours. I think he's playing like a bluff card. I don't know what angle, but I don't know. I could be I probably am totally wrong, but that's just my little fun game that I'm playing with myself. I think we're gonna bomb them in like 2 days time. My prediction. Just my prediction. All right, this is I don't want to say it's having trouble holding, but this is I mean, relative to the move we just had, this is about a third of that move in pullback. We rallied 300 points and now we're pulling back 100 points. So let's see. Trump always keeps you guessing. That is true. That is very, very true. I also feel like he always says some type of diversion before he does something crazy. All right, I guess let's go to, I mean, should we trade this? Should we trade this? It's hard, man. It's hard because we see these moves that come out on headlines, but they never seem to hold, you know? He should do like an interview or something. Wait, he posted something? Somebody sent it in the Discord, guys. Somebody send it in the Discord so we can see. I don't have Truth Social. All right. Crew maybe want to make another move lower. Lows are at 104.50. Can you explain where you put the stop loss? Yeah, that's a good question. It's very subjective to what kind of trade it is. But usually it's going above a level of market structure that would kind of invalidate the trade. Usually it's above Like if I'm short, like if I had a reason to short this, then I would have my stop above the prior resistance level, because in my mind, if buyers break, well, honestly, if buyers break that, we don't really have upside resistance. Most of this range today was really one-sided selling, so we could catch a pretty clean reversal from down here, but usually it's centered, my stops are around market structure. I think that's the most valid thing, instead of just having a random stop up here. Dude, I think tonight's going to be pretty wild. Did he just randomly post this with no context? Huh. Somebody, what do y'all think about that? Is that Karg Island or something? We respected a gap. It's going to go back down further. Okay, okay. If you say so. Would you like to personally invade Iran as a US soldier? No, dude. I don't want to. I don't think anybody should invade anybody. Only 2 micros. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. It's probably about the right size, man, considering how volatile this market is. Yeah, nothing wrong with 2 micros. 2 micros is about the right size in this market. If you're in 2 micros and it comes all the way back down, then you made $500. Yeah, this is felling to hold, so that looks pretty good. All right, let's see what we can do here. Funded payouts recently. Bro, I can't get a payout on a funded account to save my life. Nope. I've gotten very close, but no. Nope. I went along, but I don't know where to enter. Pull out the Fibby. Pull the Fibby out. Isn't that what y'all say? When in doubt, fib it out. Como se dice? How do you use the fib again? Like this? Yeah, when you have like an inefficiency like this to the upside where there's no structure anywhere in this move, like where are you gonna, where's the structure? Like there was no support formed anywhere in here. It's just one-sided buying. Pull a Fibby out, I guess, if you really want to try to take a long on it. This is how you draw it, right? Pretty much. Here's your midpoint here at 150. I think I would like 0.66, like a two-thirds level right there. Suppose you could manually do that. Can you set it up manually? I know you can. That was a rhetorical question. Do we believe in fibs, first of all, chat? Oh, I'm getting confused. A lot of numbers here. Okay, yeah, we're not gonna do that. Yeah, we're just spectating right now. Have you ever traded RSI divergence? No, how do you do that? Nope, I have not traded RSI divergence. Thoughts on oil? Yeah, very simply, we need NQ to keep selling off for oil to keep going up, in my opinion. It's very reliant on NQ continuing to sell off. But we've broken now out of this range. We've broken now out of this range, so maybe we retest that 100 level, and if we find buyers there, maybe we can continue, but what do you think about ICT? I think if it works for you, then that's good. I don't know. I don't really. I used to be an ICT hater, but I'm not. I'm no longer. I don't know. If it works, it works. I don't personally use it. I don't personally use it. Who am I to say one theory about the market doesn't work over another theory about the market? Nobody exactly knows what the market's going to do at any given time. On Top Step Express, how many payouts until live? I think it's traditionally 5, but if you, I don't know, sometimes you get moved up early. I don't know. I've heard some people got moved up early. Just part of it. All right. NQ is a little bit flatline here. Does the payout amount matter? I couldn't tell you, man, to be completely honest with you. I don't know exactly. I don't think anybody knows exactly what they're looking for. Whether they call you up to live or not, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't think it matters, but at the same time, I don't know. I just know in my situation, I was in the XFA for a couple months, and then I took, like 5 payouts, and then I get moved to live. RSI divergence trade, okay. Market making higher highs. RSI making lower highs. Signals the trend may be weakening. Catch a nice reversal trade. Yeah, man. If you can find that to work consistently for you, then hell yeah. Bro, we're not able to hold this right now. Yeah. We're struggling. We are struggling. Felling here. Anybody interested in taking a dip buy here? We're approaching the midpoint. The midpoint was 150, I believe. You'd like to see 150s hold here at least. Oh, 1 second, guys. Let me pull you up. Ugh. Cool. Maybe VWAP comes back in play, yeah? It's about 70 points lower. We might try to get a little scalpy here around the 140, 150 level, the midpoint. We can't hold midpoint on a 300-point move like this and see some continuation of the upside. We are likely going to give it all back. If we concede the midpoint, I typically don't love it for continuation. So the general consensus I have is that, man, we need to be holding at least 50% of the move. If we can't hold 50% of the move, especially when it comes to just like a very impulsive move like that, like I want to see at least 50% hold. So I might try to buy this a little bit under that 50% mark, like 140s, 130s. If we don't catch a bid, I probably will bust out of that one. But I'll try a quick scalp long and see if we can break back above the 170s, 180s. If we can get there, that is. Looks like developing a harmonica pattern. Dude, I used to be... That's not how a harmonica sounds, I know, but... Please somebody give me a harmonica. Those things are fun. Harmonic pattern. What's a harmonic pattern? guys. Hey, guys, let's get to 200 likes. Let's get to 200 likes. Also, hit the subscribe button. I don't think we have no new subscribers so far in the day. We're being very patient with this entry. Very, very patient. Watch how patient I'm going to be with this entry just to finally get long, and then it's going to flush the entire move. That would be sad. Appreciate that, Tommy. Yo, what's good, Mike? Welcome back. Did I miss a war tree? You missed Trump hinting at like conceding not military defeat, but kind of like just saying, hey man, we might just end this military campaign and we have no solution to open the strait. So yeah. My opinion, I guess our involvement is probably the only thing keeping the strait closed right now because we're causing trouble. So maybe if we're not involved, Iran will reopen the strait. But dude, it's failed mission, I think. Failed mission. What do y'all think? Failed mission? Pretty L mission. Operation Epic Failure, says Dash. That's funny. Oh, come on. We want to get... Come on, bro. I don't want to wait for another pullback. But I'm not going to chase this. Definitely not. You can catch me not chasing that. Ever. One thing we learned about this market the past 4 months, it's never try to chase this. Like, you can try it with a really good entry, with a really tight risk, but I'm not going to chase this up. Not going to happen. Damn, Eric said, messed up, lost 3,600, had a payout tomorrow. Damn, bro. Damn, bro. Dude, I've been there. Brother, I've been... You don't even want to hear it. I've been so close to a payout, you wouldn't even believe it. You wouldn't even believe it. And blew it up. You got this, bro, though. You'll bounce back. Not to make it about me. You got that, bro. You'll bounce back. Crude is still dumping here. You're waiting for a buy entry? Possibly. Possibly. But I'm unsure if we'll get it. $10 to a payout? Yeah, I've been pretty close to it. I've been pretty close to like a 5K payout and blew it up. It's funny how... Oh, that's a nice push. It's funny how when you're that close to a payout, you just... Do the stupidest stuff. It's funny. It's funny how that works. All right. We might have missed that NQ rally. Crude is still selling off. Wanted to make the buffer bigger. I have done that. See, I had never done that before up until a couple weeks ago. And then I did that because I was like, why do y'all want to make the buffer bigger? And I was like, you know what? I've got a payout. I could take it, but I'm going to try to build this buffer a little bit. And then there goes the account. It's the first time I had that issue. Sure, comfort buffer. Yeah, bro, I don't even do that anymore when I get in an XFA. The rare times that I do get into an XFA, I don't really like. Now if I can just get a payout, that's great. I think if you have a payout, you should take it 100%. With the exception of don't leave yourself less drawdown than you would have had if, you know what I mean, originally. But I still think if you have a payout, you should take it, even if it's not the max payout. Missed the entry. Yeah, we maybe missed the entry on this. But we were looking for like the 140s, 130s on this pullback. We may have missed the entry, but we might get another shot. Just consolidate. Yeah, it might even do that. It might range. We might range here for a while. That's what we've seen a lot after a big move, is that we kind of set a range. I'd be okay with that too. That news is real. Why is crude still holding above 103? Yeah, no, I mean, it could be like a diversion tactic. It's not very Trump-like to say we might just like say GG's, and I don't know. There might be more to this, but we don't know is the thing. We don't know. You know, we don't know. Yeah, there was some news. There was some news right there. Trump told aides he is willing to end the U.S. military campaign against Iran, even if the Strait of Hormuz remains largely closed. The whole thing is strange. It's the whole thing has us on our top of our toes. One day we're getting tanker ships full of oil as a gift. And the next day we're going to bomb the shit out of them if we can't come to an agreement. And then now we're just going to give up. I don't know. We're just rolling with it here. But having said that, NQ likes it and Crude does not. NQ likes it. Well, this is the awkward spot where it's like we missed an entry on it and now we can't chase it. Oh yeah, the art of the deal, 100%, 100%. That's what I'm saying. He's a schemer. He's a schemer. There might be more. I'm sure there's more to it. I'm sure he has a plan. I'm sure we'll find out. I don't know. This thing's ripping though. Dude, this is still insider trading though. This right here is insider trading. This right here is insider trading. So somebody came in, some big buyer came in literally, I would say 5 minutes before that news came out. Like the insider trading is blatant. It's blatant. We're just going to forget about that, I guess. It is kind of crazy, right? What can you do, man? What can you do? Can't do nothing about it. I mean, it's crazy though. Somebody knew. I think we said that in real time. I was like, somebody knows something. I would not be surprised in 15 minutes if we have news, and not but 5 minutes later we had news. Usually they space it out a little bit more. I mean, shit. Or you could maybe slowly build a position, like try to be a little bit discreet. Nah, we're just going to buy fucking 1,000 contracts right there, right now, 5 minutes before. Yeah. Whatever insider, White House official, or whoever the heck that is, does not care about discreetly building a position at all. Like, nah, we're just gonna. All right, we got new highs on NQ. If you had the inside scoop, would you care? I think I would. Yeah, I don't think I want the. I don't. I mean, it's still. Yeah, it's. Yeah, I mean, that's a hard one. It's the fact that I don't. Let's just let everybody have the insider information. All right, we are just ripping. This was just a boom town, bro. Like, damn. 150 points. No real pullback on that. And we are going to the moon. Wow, what a day. What a night. Wow. That's beautiful. Man, we should have gotten in. This blue line is where I wanted to get in. I wanted to get in right under 50% of that move. What's crude up to now? Crude's still getting sold off. What a wild session so far. Gold with a big move as well. I wouldn't short into this momentum. This is pretty wild right now. I would not be getting short. But that's just me though. I told you to get in at 163. The question is, did you get in? I didn't take it, bro. I'm trying to be so greedy with the entries. I have no regrets though. I don't have any regrets though. I want to be literally bottom ticking markets. Otherwise, I'm not really interested. It's been working. Like, we've been very patient and strategic with the entries. So I don't... No regrets. No regrets. That is a nice move, though. The thing is, if I never get into a position, I don't usually FOMO into it. Now, if I got into this position here and it stops me out and then I see it go 180 points, I would probably be like, you know what I mean? Just a little annoyed. But right now I have no ambition to try to chase this. Should try 200 EMA and 21 only. What do you mean by that? Why should we try 200 EMA? On what time frame should we try 200 EMA? Might as well just have the VWAP up low key. Oh, wait. Wow, we are still ripping. Is there actual legit news? Yeah, it's legit news, but I don't really see the market implications. I don't really see why we're super bullish. I guess because, like, we could just pull out of the war. I guess that's good, right? Yeah, I mean, I guess that's good. What am I saying? Of course that's good. We are still ripping. I hear Lucid is raising prices. I don't know. I haven't heard about that. They posted in their Discord, really. Let's see. I don't really see anything about that. I see that they have a new account type. Lucid Flex 50K $65. Is that true? That's a great price, actually. All right. No activation fee. Too late for oil shorts. If you're asking me, then you probably know it is. Whatever your system says, man. But I typically think we should wait for pullbacks. I think that was an entry. I mean, you might. I couldn't tell. I personally wouldn't get in this low, but that's just me. Well, we have not taken a trade yet. This buy opportunity would have been beastly. We are ripping, dude. Ripping. Crude is ripping lower. 101.80s. Oh, shit. Okay, crude's really getting heavy now. Crude is getting ripped. For a 15 level watch it. What's there? What am I? What are we looking at there? I wonder if anybody drew a fib from here to here. Man, what a move. What a move. And we just keep... man, this is just incredible. This is just incredible. We're 400 points from the lows. Whoever got long in queue at the lows is like killing it. Could you imagine? Yeah, I'm not going to get FOMO. You're not going to find me buying this. If I do take a trade, it'll be trying to fade it, which I know is insane, but it'll be very surgical if we try it. We're definitely not getting long here. I know it's trend, but man, it's... even if we don't short, because I know that's a risky... I know it's a very risky trade. It's just too extended at this point to get long here. It just is, in my opinion. In my opinion. Most likely just watch it, but it's just hard to try to get long here, man. Your stop has to be... Like, we should have gotten there, but we just didn't, which is fine. It's almost impossible to get long up here. I will say this. I wish he would have released that BS news whenever I was long on Top Step at 2:30 Central. Like, release that news here, right there. Release that shit. The timing of the market, man. Release that news right here whenever I was in my position. Sucker. All right, we're still ripping. We are still ripping. We haven't seen buying like this in I don't even remember how long. Could have bought the bottom. Well, how could I have known? Yeah, this is just like crazy, man. Yo, what's good, Fade? You're holding Tesla calls. Nice. Those are going to be up nicely, probably, if we can hold this. Knock on wood. Yeah, I don't see this slowing down at the moment. I don't see this slowing down. And I don't see this double top rejecting us. Maybe temporarily, but I think we've got enough strength here to just keep it going. Maybe take out last night's highs, possibly. Or this morning. Yeah, the last night, this morning. But man, this is high. What's crude up to? It's not even good news for oil. I think the perception is that if we pull out of Iran, or just not pull out, but if we end the military operation, as they say, then what's the leverage for them to keep the strait closed? I don't know. I mean, I suppose they could. I don't know. I have no clue. But I think that's the overall perception of it. Tory trades will be wiped out. Oh, y'all are funny. Dude, trend lines work. Trend lines work, bruh. They kind of... Well, look, let's be honest. Nothing really... No strategy or an indicator or even trend lines work whenever we have extreme volatility where the market is just disobeying all logic and reason. Nothing really is going to work. Your damn RSI is not going to work, certainly. Your other stuff, Yeah, this is crazy. We're just moving. We are moving. I would like to take a trade at some point, but I just don't see it. The only thing is long, but man, come on, bro. There is not a pullback in this 1 minute chart, and we are 240 points higher. Where are you gonna buy this? You just can't. You just can't. There was one trade opportunity, and that was pretty much buying the 60s. You missed it, you missed it. I gave you levels. What levels did you give me, Ash? Y'all dropped the ball. Wait, some of y'all are actually long at the bottom. What in the world? This guy. Dude, congrats, bro. Actually. Holy crap, he bought the bottom. Bro bought the bottom. Let's go. That's awesome, bro. I'm proud of that's incredible. Look at this. This is a 1 mini. If Brother TP's here, he's going to make 11 racks. Good trade. Good trade, bro. That's sick. Wait, y'all actually did buy the bottom. 1 micro is $700. Y'all are crazy, man. And like the ability to hold too. Killers. Wow. Wow. I'm jealous. That's incredible. Good job, man. Good job, dude. That is sick. Y'all are gonna have a good night, huh, bro? Treat yourself to a steak dinner. That just puts a smile on my face. That is an awesome trade. And the fact that you're fucking holding it for 400 points is incredible composure. Good shit. Both the micro and the mini trade. I mean, those are just sick. Y'all are kick-ass traders right there. Nice. All right, crude. Like, we might see crude under 100 tonight, honestly. But I go all in on shorts, bro. Chill. Once again, guys, let's use proper risk management. Be patient with our trades, and don't go all in. Nobody go all in, please. We don't need to go all in. Let's compound our wins. Anyone here that's not prop firm trading? I think more or less, probably a couple, maybe some, but I think most of us are. Are you prop firm trading tacos, or are you on a personal account? Is it too late? Well, I hope it works for you, bro. I'm too scared to take anything, bro. Y'all are just looking at me just be a scaredy cat. Traders literally racking in a plethora of profits, and I'm too scared. This is a fresh XFA too, bro. Day one? Come on, bro. Literally, hey, bro, I'm not going to lie. Close that shit out and pay give yourself a 5K payout, bro. Good job, bro, honestly. Good job. I mean, you literally just got a gift from heaven with this move. I mean, it was a great entry and a great trade, but I mean, this is an outlier move. This isn't always going to happen. Make sure you pay yourself for that and take that damn payout, man. That is incredible, though. Top Step canceling his account ASAP. All right, we're getting a little pullback here. All right, crude bounced off of 195. Here's your pullback. Yeah, I don't know if I'm buying this shit. I'm not gonna lie. This market is just so out of balance that I don't know. I don't see a trade. I don't see a trade here. I don't know. It's moved too far too fast. I just don't see a pull. I don't see this pullback getting. I don't know, man. I don't know. It doesn't seem like a high probability trade. That's all. Like, yeah, we're getting a pullback, but we're also 430 points higher. Like, and it's also been very hard to play these long continuation trades because they've just been getting wrecked every time. But also at the same time, like, if I don't take this trade, I don't know if there's much I can do here tonight, to be honest. My cat is trying to mount my other cat. Hey, absolutely not. Absolutely not. They're both boys. Are we going to buy this thing 420 points higher, chat? Are we about to do that? Do it for entertainment. Do it for entertainment. For the stream. No, I don't think I can trade this. I hate to be a bummer, guys. I hate to be a bummer. We'll see. I mean, if we get, like, if this pullback gets very extreme, maybe. Damn, you were up, not down. Yeah, bro, that's the worst. Being up and then going down, that's the worst. Open the straight off our mules. I'll go to straight and open it up. Just kidding. We're getting delusional looking at this. This is crazy. Am I dreaming? We're up 400 points. I'm really interested to see if we hold this into, like, all the way deep into the night, you know? Is this like the same expansion that we saw yesterday? But man, yesterday it took it literally took all night to get the same move, but it's about the same move, 420 points. And then tonight we're seeing 420 points. Are we seeing a new pattern where we see these overnight rallies? And then New York session just dumps. Give me crude at 99 and I'll take a dip buy on it. Well, maybe. I don't know. We need to see. God, I don't know what to do. I'm frozen. I'm frozen with hesitation. You can be a top step rep soon. They don't seem to keep their influence around. What does that mean? New York would be less volatile. It's possible. If you see a really volatile Asia, sometimes the New York is less volatile. Like, this could lead to a ton of chop going in tomorrow, possibly. Should collab with Ribs. Yeah, Ribs is cool. I don't think he knows who I am, but he's a cool guy. Just got back from badminton. What a great way to spend a Monday night. Badminton. Isn't that where you have the racket and then it's like the little ball, but with the little tail on it, like for the aerodynamics? Yo, what's good, Mitchell? Welcome in, bro. We will see a trade tonight. We will. I don't think I've ever done a stream where I didn't take a trade. We're waiting. We're waiting. Birdie. Shuttlecock. What are y'all talking about? Shuttlecock. What? Why do so many of y'all know what that is? Birdie. Badminton player. No, no, no. Never played that. They don't really have that here. I feel like that's something you play in like England. You know what got really popular is pickleball. I've never played that, but that got popular. Started building pickleball courts all over the place. Dude, I played badminton as a kid. I remember it. Badminton seems fun. No, actually it's fun because, yeah, I remember that game. I played it before. I've definitely played it before. That's why I know what it is. And I'm not going to lie, it is probably, yeah, it seems pretty fun. Pickleball, I think pickleball got popular because it's just more accessible of a game. Like, have you ever? It's the alternative to tennis, right? Like, have you ever tried to play tennis on a full-fledged tennis court? Like, you have to be in serious shape. Also, yeah, you got to be in serious shape. Plus, it's hard for like a beginner to go out there on a tennis court with like another beginner on the other side and like hit it consecutively. Like when we played, I think we could do like 2 or 3 hits back and forth, and then you just mess up, and then you have to run and chase it. It's impossible. Well, stalling out, I mean, it's doing the same thing as we're just consolidating the highs in Q, consolidating at the lows crude. I would not mind trying to take a dip by bounce, kind of bounce reversal play on like an overextension bounce on crude at some point, but right now I'm not seeing it. NQ's still looking pretty strong. If crude breaks like through the one, oh no, oh no, oh no. I hate when that happens. If crude can break under 100s, I mean that would be a serious overextension, and then I would look maybe to play a little bounce attempt. But I mean, I would need to see like 98 maybe. Where are the dip buyers on NQ? Why is gold so hard to get out of? Just get out then, bro. Just hit the market. Just hit the market and get out of that bad boy if you don't want to be in it. What are you talking about? Like, what, do you have a limit order at the top and it just like doesn't seem to want to go pick it up? Yeah, that happens. Things are getting a little quiet here. A little quiet. Yo, what's good, Sam? How you doing? Let's get a trade, and we'll hopefully get a trade. Top of the hour. Good point. Top of the hour. Good point. Hey, yo, appreciate that, tacos. Appreciate that. Gold analysis. Gold analysis. You'll hate me for saying it, but put a trend line on that bad boy. And gold analysis. Yeah, man, the gold is, it's not something I look at a lot, to be honest, but we're breaking the top of the range on the daily. When you see this daily candle expand like that through the breakout point, you might just expect, as far as today, maybe just continuation to the upside. If buyers can hold above that previous resistance, that high, we break it, we may probably just continue. That's the best I can give you on that, to be honest. Well, it's totally focused on gold. But short term, I mean, it's hard because we could reject the top of the range, but this is a pretty nice daily candle, especially like this session just opened, so we're already pushing the highs. Could see this, it's obviously trying to bounce off the lows and start a trend to the upside, so. It really just depends. I think it depends what the price action looks like. Same with NQ. It's like, I think gold's probably got more upside potential because it's just kind of better set up with the structure beneath us. NQ is still very close to the lows. At least gold has like some more structure beneath it, so I think we got to see price acceptance around You really want to see, like, if we don't immediately break out, just some consolidation near the highs and then continuation. So see some structure form here around the 4600s and then continue. But if this pullback gets too deep, then it's accepting the range and might rotate back down to the midpoint of the range and hopefully not much further. But gold is very similar to NQ in my opinion. I would say gold's a little bit stronger than NQ at the moment, but I mean, look how similar they are. Tonight especially, they're almost identical. How do you have your candles set up? Like what do you mean by that one? Like the colors or like the time frame? Yeah, dude, we're killing. We got a lot of people in here, man. Make sure I hit the like button. This is insane. This many people watching when we haven't even taken a trade is pretty kick-ass. Of course, we want to take a trade, but we also need to not be degenerate. Goal number 1, not be degenerate. Goal number 2, protect risk. Goal number 3, make money, hopefully. You have to make a trade for the people. Dude, I'm trying. I'm trying to do something that doesn't seem idiotic. It still feels idiotic. I mean, you can make the argument for a dip buy here, right? You're playing the continuation. It's just, at some point, how extended is too extended where the probability of continuation is not in our favor anymore. Like, we could go rotate back. I mean, we could rotate somewhere within this level here and try to find value and consolidate. We've already had two expansion legs through the high. Like, this is very extended, you know? But it's hard to argue that a dip buy would be a horrible idea. I appreciate that, Fonz. Appreciate that. Waiting to copy, no pressure. Y'all are funny, man. Y'all make it funny in here. He said waiting to copy, no rush. Once again, guys, not financial advice. For entertainment and educational purposes only. Future trading can be extremely risky. Do not copy, do not fade my trades in accordance to your own trade ideas. Follow your own trade ideas. I have to say that. All right. This is once again the same question you have like when you're trying to buy this dip, where the HE double hockey sticks does your stop loss go? Right? Like, we're trying to find support. We're actively trying to find support. And the next closest support, if you want to use a market structure stop, is all the way down at 170. It's literally 100. What is that? What's the quick math on that? 130? 160 points away? 160 points away. So that's crazy. Now, if you kind of want to go by, like, if you want to use the midpoint of this expansion leg, that can be a decent stop sometimes. Like, if you don't see buyers hold at least 50% of this previous move, then that sometimes can be, I think I wrote that backwards. Then that sometimes can be potential early indication that we're not willing to hold a higher low. You don't really want to see, when you're looking for continuations, you don't really want to see the market get back 50% of that move. So we'll be looking for that to hold. Maybe we just get long at some point. This is insanely risky, though, because we're 400 points in the air. Yeah, did Trump say something? What we have from Trump is, and this is a while ago. Trump told aides he's willing to end the U.S. military campaign against Iran, even if the Strait of Hormuz remains largely closed. But I kind of think that's a diversion. I think it's a diversion for something bigger. But that's just my theory. Have you read The Art of the Deal? I listened to the audiobook for The Art of the Deal when I was in like high school. Dude, nice trade, Cut. Nice trade. If y'all are enjoying the stream, make sure to hit the like button. We might become interested in a pullback on NQ here. Maybe. It has been super hard to trust though that these long continuation trades just hold. They usually get dumped. Every time we usually see moves like this, it gets dumped. So that's the tricky part. You know, that's the main issue right here. Is that they usually don't hold. In fact, like going back in the chart so look, this is like, I don't know, this is just a simple little thing I'm noticing. This is a 2-candle formation right to the upside where we have 2 really strong hourly candles that we see expansion to the upside, right? 2 strong hourly candles. Anytime we've ever seen that, and let me know if I'm wrong, boom, boom, we see a sell-off. Or at least you're not getting any like very quick turnaround continuation play. Boom, look, another 2, boom, boom, sell-off. W or L pattern recognition. What else do we got? Anyways, just the general theme is, man, it's been very difficult to trust these trades that they're going to hold, you know? You on the buzzer tomorrow? What is on the buzzer? No, I think I'll be on Top Step at like 11 a.m. So using VWAP deviation. Yeah, they don't have it on Top Step though, which kind of sucks. Yeah, volume's dropping off the cliff a little bit. We could go into start ranging a little bit here. It's about how you bounce back, staying composed, you know, staying composed, how you bounce back. Oh, we're freezing on Top Step X. Bro, I feel like I'm wasting y'all's time. I'm not taking a single trade. Trust me, man. I'm trying. We missed our main opportunity. That's the thing. Volume is definitely drying up though here. Take longs on open? No, I didn't, man. But so look at these people. Look at these traders in the Discord. This somebody sniped a long from the low. Vox, I think he's in the chat. That is a trade. That is a trade. Yeah, see Vox in the chat. Still in it? That's a killer trade. Is this day 1 of XFA too? You gotta be feeling like on planet. What planet is it? Planet 8? Planet 9? Cloud 9? Cloud 9. Really prefer holding positions for hours. Haven't had a trade like this since. Yeah. It's been insanely difficult to hold. Me too. I like to hold them bad boys for a while, but it has been difficult to hold for an extended period of time. I mean, there's an opportunity last night to hold along. Yeah, tonight. But no, it's been difficult. I hear you. I miss being able to hold on to trades for a little bit of time. It's one mini, which puts you in a predicament because you can't partial out. I know you're going to be kicking yourself if this comes down and takes you out. But it's a valid stop placement. You know, he's got the stop right there under that hourly wick. We're pushing in a structure here. This looks good. I hate to see one mini though. I mean, you obviously don't be in two. Two's a huge size, but I wish you could partial out a little bit here. You feel like forced a little bit, Vox? You're killing it though. That's a great trade. On Top Step, when you buy 2 contracts, how do you close one and leave one in? Okay, so let's say we bought 2 contracts. If you're on a computer, what you would do is right-click the area that you want to get out of one. It's going to be a limit order. Or you could just right-click and hit market sell and get out of one. Okay, let's get back into 2. Or you could just do a limit sell 1, and then you can drag it. So that's how you would, I mean, that's the easy way to do it. That's the easy way to do it. I think what you're referring to is you want to be able to drag it and it only say 1. So yeah, what you have to do instead is right click, limit sell 1. You can do it again, limit sell 1. So right, you got two contracts long, or you have 2 buy positions. You put a sell position, they'll offset, and then you'll be out. So that's how you do it. Just clicking buttons on the practice account. We're at $40. Trading's easy. Crappy. No, that was on my practice account. Just showing how to take a partial out. I haven't taken anything. I don't see anything that great. All right, let's see if we can break back to the highs. Another 45 points above us. Let's see if we can get a push here. Oil's still moving up. Oil kind of sideways. We might set a range here for a second, to be completely honest with you. I just don't want to get caught in that volatility if we flush down, you know? How long do you think we hold this little range from like 30s to 50s? Do we have enough strength to keep pushing through 400? Make 168 P&L to match the likes. Bet. Bet. Let me put on my scalping shoes. I'm back. What's going on? We are still sitting here on our hands. Still sitting here. Try to figure out if we can make literally a third. If we can get a third expansion move here, one more. Do we have enough strength to get one more? And then that would also break us above that price structure in the 440s. And then like overnight highs or early London highs are sitting at 530s. But right now, yeah, this is looking tough. Very strong. Could also see us consolidate here for a while and just kind of range. Damn, that 66 would have been a good short in hindsight. I was thinking about maybe trying to catch a little short, but man, this just looks so strong right now. Crude is grinding up. Crude is grinding up. Short silver and gold, 1 micro each. Nice. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, gold looks a little weaker up here. I mean, InQ is at least trying to hold structure at the moment, but gold looks a little weaker here. We might gold could get a little flushy here, I'm not gonna lie. Seeing really no price acceptance above 4,600 at the moment. See if the support can hold, but does not look that good. No way, I swear I just touched the camera. NQ slowly pulling back, gold slowly pulling back, and crude trying to crawl off the bottom of that 101. What do we bottom out? 10, yeah, 182. Just slowly catching bids. Buyers are willing to accept it higher, higher. This looks strong right now. So far. Why have you taken a trade? I just haven't seen anything worth risking capital on, to be completely honest with you. I think most of the nice moves we have spectated and weren't taking part in, so which is okay, but I just haven't seen much opportunity. Good opportunity. Not trying to be a snooze. I just genuinely don't see anything worth risking money on. Hey, appreciate that, FX. Appreciate that, bro. Good luck on that one. Good luck. Trust me, guys. I'm a people pleaser at heart. Like, there's nothing more I want to do than get into a trade and entertain y'all, but this is real capital on the line, and I'm just not seeing it. Not seeing it right now. Yeah, crude is looking pretty damn good right here. I mean, crude's just like in a slow grind up. And I think we're bouncing off an hourly support. Yeah, kind of bouncing off that hourly support. If this is a nothing burger and sellers can't attack this again and form like a lower high and push us, then we might just continue bleeding up. It's a nice recovery, though. I think relative to NQ, the crude sell-off wasn't that... I mean, it was a pretty big sell-off, but if we don't see continuation on it, it's still very bullish in my opinion. We pulled back at like 6 points. But I mean, also, we're just tapping into the levels that we were trading at last night. If buyers still like it here, the crude could go right back up. It's responding pretty well so far. NQ's so flat. We're just in like a 20-point range. This range, bro. I should just be scalping the shit out of this range right now. Yeah, volume is really dropping off here on this move. Short target literally 235 right here. Okay, chat. We are in a range right now from 30s to 50s. As soon as I take this long trade, we'll break the range to the downside. Ready, set, go. Actually, that's kind of a mediocre entry. I mean, literally watch. It'll be on. It'll literally be as soon as I do it. Watch. As soon as I get long, we'll break it. We're in the range trade. We'll take a range trade. Here we go. Push it. Literally watch. It will be no hesitation. Break of the range as soon as we get in. As soon as we get in. It's kind of a shit entry, to be honest. I thought I would get filled lower, like a little bit lower, maybe high 30s. Don't manifest that. But hey, if you just accept it as reality. True pulling back a little bit. It's got to be decent for us. Don't trust it. This 40 move's about to get faded. Watch. What'd I tell you? Yo, baby Curd, you are on tilt, bro. Just take it easy, man. Right now, it sounds to me like you're on tilt and you need somebody to tell you. Just relax, bro. If you keep trading like how you're in the current mindset you're in, you're just gonna make it worse, man. So just take a break, take a deep breath, and just relax, bro. You gotta come back when you're level-headed. Trust me. Trust me. I know growing green to red sucks, man. Trust me. But you got to come back. You got to be composed. Right now it's not a great time to trade, to be honest. It's probably one of the shittier trade setups I've taken this month. But like there's just nothing. There's nothing. Crude is a little bit less range bound. Maybe that would have been a better, maybe short crude would have been a decent little trade. NQ's the rangiest thing ever. Should have just taken it off. That was the top of the range. There's no need to still be in this trade. Why am I still in this trade? Why am I still in this trade? I should have just popped out of that. Why the hell would I still be in this trade? Why would I not take it off? There's no damn reason to not get out right there at 55. That is insane. The greed is insane. The greed is actually insane. There's no fucking reason to still be in this trade. Okay, this is just a fucked up range trade. I'm going to group and regroup, reset. I somehow fuck up range trades so bad. There's no reason I should not be out at 55. I see a strong candle. I'm like, let me get a little bit more. Nah. All right, let's just reset. Let's just reset, bro. That was a horrible execution on that. That was just bad. I just can't do the range trades. I just can't. It's also blurry because it's like, where's the exact, like somewhere up here? Yeah, we just got to get out, you know. I think we're in the chopper at this point, guys. Like, we've literally had two really large expansion moves to the upside. This is prime real estate to chop you the hell up. You know what I mean? This is not we're where we should be trading. This is not a good trade location. We should probably stop. Green on the screen. Hey. These range trades, bro. I should have just gotten out at 55. As soon as I felt like I did not execute the exit, I was like, let me just get out of this. What happens is I see we start approaching the top of the range, but it looks good. And then I'm like, okay, we might break. And then next thing I know, we're back to the entry. And I didn't take the profit. We could have been up 80 bucks if I just got out at the 50s, 55s. It is a small range. It is a tiny ass range. After 450 points of upside, we are now in literally 20 points for 30 minutes. Man. Can't spell millions without some L's? Wow. That's a good one. That's a good one, Murphy. I like that one. And gold looks like it wants to break this flat bottom here at 600. It's kind of just a assumption of mine. It's what it looks like it wants to do. Crude is holding these lows pretty well right now. All right, is Inc. you going to lose the lows? Or are we going to continue holding the range? It's very hard to ask a market to stay confined within a 30-point range after literally 400. How big was this move? 450 points almost? Yeah, to the money right there. But it's holding. It's holding, damn it. So far. Look at that turnaround off the 20s. Not a single trade in 4 weeks? Yeah, that's insane. That's insane. I don't know if I could do that. We are in the chopper right now. It will stay. It's not trading a recommended strategy. Yeah, when we're this choppy, yeah, I don't think it's probably not a good idea to try to trade this. It's more of a coin flip when you get this kind of price action. This is where you see it and you convince yourself it's a breakout and you try to get in like at a unfavorable position and then you just get chopped. I would range trade this a little bit to the long side, but other than that, I wouldn't. I don't know. Doesn't look like. I mean, we could really start consolidating. We've had a very big move tonight. Market may want to digest this move a little bit. Those highs are in the 90s. I mean, we're within striking distance still. This is very, I mean, if we wanted to. I don't really think we have the volume to support it, but if we wanted to, we could go push those highs. Why I feel market targets me. Well, man, I don't think the market targets you, but it's designed to take your money. That's what I will say. Takes incredible patience, really good risk management. Gold's breaking. Oh, still looking like we want to break this low at 4,600. Might get a little snappy here. Gold and crude pulling back. NQ is the only one looking decent here. Maybe NQ might get a break to the next high up here in the 90s. Was down 700, came back up 300. Nice, nice, nice. Definitely nice. Gold is kind of rejecting the top of the range here on the daily. I mean, if this pullback gets any deeper here, I mean, just more wick, more wick. It's all looking like a failed breakout above this high. Gold maybe sets a bit of a range here on the. I would start looking maybe for a bit of a range on the hourly on gold on this pullback. But gold's getting smashed right now. Yeah, I see that. Gold's moving here. If we can't hold, I'm looking to see if we can hold this pullback. Can we pop above 602 here? This might want to get you a little bit more downside under 98. It's not doing a great job holding here. Not like NQ. NQ's breaking out. Gold's selling off. What a just random volume on NQ. Nice, nice, nice. Gold's trying to follow here. Don't really trust the gold trade. Is gold getting a little bit of strength because of NQ here? Okay, I'm going to try to catch a little fade here on gold as we retest that prior structure. I want to see this hold as resistance now. I'm in 2 micros. Looking for that retest of 598 here. I think we're getting a little bit of strength due to NQ, but wow, crazy volume on NQ here. Just looking for a quick fade back down to 600s. Can we flip under 600 here? Okay, we're in a wick. I go break even on that. I want to see this like this is looking just like fake relative strength because of NQ's bounce, and gold has a lot of room to the downside. So I try this scalp. It might not work out. Cool, stopped out. Nothing burger. I liked getting in there, seeing the exhaustion, and then we have a chance to let it ride. So whatever. I still find it strange how we're like just kind of floating up because I think this is a lot due to NQ here. NQ is... Look at the volume on NQ. I think we had the right idea on gold for a break back down under 600, but it had to take me out first. It's too much to ask to get in and be break even. It's just too much. Just too much to ask. There goes gold. Too much of a privilege. Followed you on gold. Nice, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Still might break under 46, but I wanted to be in no risk on that bad boy. There she goes. NQ struggling to hold up here as well. Yeah, NQ's getting a little smacked up here. All right, see this bounce off 60s. The highs are sitting at 405. 405. It definitely looks like we're struggling here to break out with strength. I mean, we are, once again, very extended here. Oh, we are struggling here a little bit, a little bit. I could see us pushing into the 50s here if we can't hold this support at 60 or this attempted support. Yeah, we might see a little break of the 60s here. It's ugly, ugly 5-minute. Four minutes to 1 hour count. 2 minutes to 1 hour candle. Yeah, good point. Good point. Yeah, top of the hour here in about 30 seconds. NQ is failing to find buyers above 400s at the moment. Seeing a short-term pullback possibly. Can we hold this structure down here? Low 300s. Does not look like we want to. We are flushing it. All right, there's a new hourly candle. I don't think I would. Man, this hourly this is tempting to trade this hourly candle on a flip. We close. We see rejection. Rejection these previous 2 hours. Rejection above 400s. You almost want to trade this through the hourly low into this previous level at 320, if we can flip it. Or we could just grind all the way through the wick. That's possible too. We're about to get back the whole move, really. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna hold these 20s here, but I would, if I get in, it would need to be. I want to see this come up, leave a wick, and then sell off again. Or I'd be trying to like anticipate the wick if I get in. I mean, this looks good just for like a little push into these 20s again, just for a retest. But I need to see like a fake. I need to see like an exhausted push back into the 50s. This region here would be where I'd want to get short. And then I'll just target these lows. But we are fighting a ton of bullish momentum. Yeah, we have the same idea. We have the same idea. And honestly, I'd probably stop like if this 5-minute engulfs, I'll just get out. Just get out. If we just bounce back from the support level that aggressively and just eat up that entire sell off, then I'll just get out. So pretty much here's what we're looking for. We have a failed breakout on the 5-minute. See a strong selling candle back down into this range. We're looking for this current 5-minute as it opens up to trade back to 6, kind of the midpoint of the candle, leave a wick, and then trade it back down into support. Given the fact that we're rejecting 400s here on NQ. So pretty tight risk, and we'll see if we can cook it up. Hopefully. We are fighting a lot of strength, though, but this should give us a decent little trade back into the 30s. I think as long as favorable. I mean, yeah, we're certainly, the trend is certainly up. Certainly up. Can't deny that. I have trouble going long. Well, Matt, it's the psychology is you're probably like just adapting to the market. Like this market is it's been tricky to go long in this market, so your mind is probably just adapting to what it's seeing. And in this market, it's not been easy to go long. So yeah, it's been difficult to go long for sure because it just hasn't been working that well, right? Yeah, I don't love how this is retesting and holding. This might fly is the issue. This might fly is the issue. It's either going to come up real slow, fill us, and then sell back off, or it's going to fly through the entry and the stop. That's the issue. We're going to find out. Crude's dumping a little bit too. Shit, if this is just a quick scalp where I can get a cut like 10 points, I might just take that, honestly. I might not even target what I want to target. In fact, we might just get ran through, but we'll pause. We'll find out. Pause. This might just get ran. This is catching a lot of strength. Oh, look at this volume's increasing too. Ooh. We'll see. We're looking for a little fade back into the originally 30s, but man, this is so strong. We might just get taken here. But we'll look for like the 60s on a little pullback. Unless we just boom to the top of the range. Could do that. I like the entry though. I think that's a precision entry if we get a little pullback. We might just fly though is the issue. Could just fly here. I don't hate it either way though. I think it's a good RR trade. Yeah, I don't hate that, but sure enough, that's solid. I started to have second guesses about that trade, to be honest. After we had came down, left a wick off of it, and then bounced like right here, I was starting to second guess it. But I don't hate that trade at all. Do not hate that trade. No regrets. No regrets. And sure enough, like the stop is, I'm not even risking the extra couple points because in my mind, we engulf this. We're, once again, just still pushing strong. So just get out of there. I don't mind that trade. I'm happy with that one. Yeah, that was a quick. Like I said, that was either going to come up real slow, fill us, or then come back down, or just fly. Or just fly. Look at crude go. NQ is the strongest right now. I mean, gold is still off the high. Gold is still very deep into this pullback. NQ's still at the highs. Yeah, it just flew, exactly. Lock out before I mess something up. Good idea, bro. Good idea. Personally, I'm not ending until we're green. Personally. Man, is this still going to rotate back to the lows of this range? We might. Why'd I have to get taken out of that? Gold is just still not looking strong at all. at all. Yeah, I don't think Take Profit has a Discord channel, man. I don't. Yeah, I don't believe they do. Nope, they don't. I wonder how high we drift here on NQ. I wonder if we drift all the way up to, well, hopefully, I mean, maybe 400s breaks, but if we do we get to 500s, 600s? So news earlier legit. Yeah, I mean, I think it was the Wall Street Journal, so pretty legit. Pretty legit. Also, I think there was an insider trader that, inside trader that, where was the inside trader? This was, yeah, we had an inside trader like 5 minutes before that came out. Right here. This first push, this 5 minute candle, no news was out. And then we got the news. All right, we'll stay live a little bit longer because I think if NQ breaks out again, maybe crude can dump under 100, possibly. What news is out? I think it was something blah blah blah. Trump um, tells officials that he may be willing to pull out of Iran or in U.S. military campaign against Iran, even if the Strait of Hormuz remains largely closed. This is having trouble getting through 400. Crude's still doing okay, surprisingly. Still doing okay here. That doesn't sound like good news for oil going down. Barron's trading after school. Yeah, I think the interpretation is that if we're not involved in the Middle East, then maybe the strait opens back up, which would relieve some of the supply strains that we have on crude at the moment. Yeah, this thing is like being so difficult here at 400. Turning off the 90s. Crude's holding pretty well right here. NQ struggling to get through these highs. Yeah, I think Trump is I think it's a decoy or it's a diversion or some type of, I don't know what it is, but I don't know how much I believe it either. Crude's starting to get a little bid. Man, NQ is just struggling under 400s right now. Back to the midpoint of the range. Do we rotate all the way back down to the 40s? Ugh, I try to get picked up there at like 68. NQ looks like, I mean, we just keep rejecting 400s. We might aggressively rotate to the lows. I tried to get picked up at 68, but no fill. Gold looks like it wants to fall off the cliff too. Man, we might flush to the 20s, bro. NQ. NQ's baiting me. Baiting me into a FOMO short. Gold's still fading too. NQ's fading. Gold's fading. Did we get a full rotation to the 30s here? I don't see why not. We have failed the 400s 3 times. Not really seeing a lot of buying up the midpoint here. I wanted to be filled up here is the issue. Yo, what's good, Boosted? We are possibly looking at a full rotation to the lows on NQ here. Long on gold right now, huh? Yeah. Gold's pretty extended on a sell-off now. I think I'm gonna try a scalp trade on this NQ, possibly back down into the 40s. I would look for this 5-minute to flip. Same thing as we were looking for last time. The 5-minute to flip. Volume is like dying right now. Totally dying. Um, New to futures, how much are you risking with 4 contracts? Okay, so if these are micros, 1 contract for 1 point on NQ is $2. If I'm going to use 4 contracts, I'm risking $8 a point. So if we can get 10 points on NQ, it's 80 bucks. 80 bucks, which is pretty good. This really looks like it wants to rotate back to the 230s right now. Gold maybe with a potential like actual trend shift here. It's just not getting bought. Not, is that where VWAP's at on gold? Yeah, it is. I'll try a VWAP bounce here on gold if we slow down a little bit. See if gold wants to respect the VWAP low. Can we get to VWAP first of all? Gold still holding. Gold still holding really well. Below VWAP on gold. I see VWAP, no, at 85. Session VWAP 85 or 83. Oh, gold. Oh, yeah, sure enough. Forget to check the minis on stuff like that, to be honest. Catching a bounce. Crude is holding so well right now. VWAP. Yeah, VWAP, bro. VWAP. VWAP's the volume weighted average price. It's probably the most popular session indicator of all time. It pretty much just tells you where the most trading activity has happened through that session. So it's it can act in this situation. You try to see it act as a level of support. It's seen as the fair. It's seen as the value price of the session. Where once again, most of the trading activity has happened, meaning buyers and sellers agree that that is the fair price. So if we're in an uptrend, if we come down, sometimes see it act as kind of a dynamic support level sometimes. In this situation, it's very extended, probably due for a bounce anyways. So yeah, you kind of want to. VWAP coincidentally is in a decent spot for us here on gold. Just so happened to be like that. You usually at least get a bit of a reaction there. Doesn't mean we have to hold it. But yeah, crude is like doing okay, holding 102s. Gold is just getting slammed. We cannot find buyers in gold. NQ looking ugly too. We just don't want to get chopped, you know? And these ranges get so tight on NQ after it's had a move. Like, it'll have a move, and then it just dries up. This is so, like, so choppy right now. Chop City. Chop City. I mean, it is looking weak, but it's also like just so choppy that it's you start to confuse the like sideways candles for weakness. But yeah, this is choppy, bro. Choppy, choppy, choppy. Sideways. The volume is like, oh my god, it's low. This volume is insanely low. Look at the volume drop off. Somebody want to step in there with 1,000 contracts short so we can get it going? No, really, this volume is crazy low right now. Crazy. Yeah, we might rotate all the way back down into these 20s, which is kind of what I wanted to see, but yeah, this move is painful to hold. It's slow. Slow. Look at crude curling up. NQ is just not looking like we want to hold. See if we can flush the 40s. Do we have enough volume to flush the 40s? Crude is looking like incredible right now. Just checked out Top Step. You're doing the 50K live. This is a this was a 150K XFA, man, months and months ago, and then I ended up taking 5 payouts on it. Then I got moved to a live account. But yeah, Top Step's great. They're a great first prop firm. They're a great firm. But yeah, that's how it works. You pay for the combine, their eval, and you pass it, then you get funded, then you build up your funded account, you take payouts on it, and then eventually you get into a live account, all for the. I mean, you're probably going to have some blowups along the way, but essentially, that's kind of how this happens. Yeah, now we're in a live account, all from a 150K XFA. Yeah, dude, NQ, it's like the volume is so low, man. It does look ready to dump for sure, I agree, but this is so choppy. It's insane. So choppy. We're setting like the tightest ranges here. Can you do a quick rundown of what you look for when adding to a position? Yeah, I don't have really anything prepared for that, but I will say well, first of all, you need to have a pretty accurate and precise entry where you get some turn away from your entry. Like you obviously need to get into the starter position is what I call it. If you plan on adding to position, your starter position needs to be pretty damn precise, right? Because that's the position that you're going to be using to scale the rest of the trade. So you need to be getting as close to the bottom or close to the tops of the moves you're looking for. First of all, it's hard to do it with a mediocre entry. Like if you're looking to scale into, this move, it's hard to get an entry here and try to scale because you're likely to just get stopped out on the pullbacks, right? So step one, it's easier to scale if you have a damn good entry, and you'll figure that out if you do after the fact. If you're too much of a confirmation trader, it's going to be hard to get these entries, but step one, get a damn good entry. You can't do anything else until you have a damn good entry. And then you need, first of all, an aggressive move away from your entry before you can even think about adding. Like it needs to leave the range that you're in, right? So if you're in here, it needs to get out. It needs to get away from your entry. Because as long as it's still chopping around here, if you try to add and keep it break even, you're just going to get wicked out a lot of the time. So, I mean, you need the trade to pretty much work out, essentially, before you even think about trying to add to it. Like, you need to get a good entry. You need to see a move away from your entry. And then you need to see the ability for it to trend. Like, can it trend, or is it still in a range? Does it have potential to trend? If it has potential to trend, in this case, say we're taking a reversal to the upside. If it does have potential to trend, let it get away from your entry. Then on a pullback, you add. But you need to be really patient. You need to be really patient with it. It's tricky to do. NQ's dumping. It starts with having a damn good starter position. Like, you have to have a very good starter position. Otherwise, it's hard to scale. Like, it would be hard for me to get in here looking for this short and scale this, right? Like, the entry is just not good. Now, if I was in from up here, it becomes much easier, right? Much easier. Because whenever you do add into a short, like, you're bringing that average down. And when you do add, you want to protect the risk. You don't want to increase the risk while you're adding to a trade. So that's really the main thing. It's just getting a damn good entry. And it's not easy. It's not easy to do that, but I'd be lying if I said that wasn't step one. Yeah, brother. NQ is just fading here. Calling a Knights 2 and a slice of bread. Sleep tight. Like, I agree. I agree. Crude is looking okay here. And everything's pulling back a little bit. Slowly. It's hard to trade the pullback. Or sorry, it's hard. Yeah, this is brutal. This is brutal. Is there a way to take off excess on my eval? Yeah, you could do something. I mean, so whenever you put a trade on, you're gonna be paying commissions on it, and you're gonna be dealing with slippage. So I don't know how much you're above your target on your combine, but what you could do is just buy 5 micros, hold it for like 2 seconds, then sell 5 micros. Buy 5 micros, hold it for like 2 seconds, and sell 5 micros. And you'll see that P&L decrease because naturally you're just going to be getting eaten up by like slippage and commissions. And just slowly do that until you get back down to where you need to be. Also, I think you can be like $100 above your profit target and still pass. No, don't cap, Maggie. You're not enjoying this. This is boring. I'll probably end the stream soon because I feel like we're wasting people's time here. But yeah, I'm just like, I do see the short on NQ. We don't have enough volume to take this trade. I mean, we do, but it's a grinder, man. This is. Why do you think it's short? Could it range? I'm just looking at this on the hourly. I mean, we could range, but we've now rejected 3 hours of price action above 400, so buyers aren't wanting to accept 400s. So it's just looking weak. It's looking weak. It's looking downward. We'll see what it looks like here. We need to hold the support level. Otherwise, sellers take control. We break the lows. But we've been aggressively rejected 3 times up here above 400s. But we could range. We've had a really big move tonight. Like an anaconda eating a... like an anaconda eating a lamb. It needs to digest. It's had a big meal. Needs to move slow and digest. What do anacondas eat? Like goats? Like full on goats? Baby goats? What are we talking about? We're sleep deprived. I don't know, dude. I want to take another trade. I feel like something could set up, but I might just have to eat this small loss. Take the oil long. See, I'm kind of expecting oil to trade in a bit of a wave range, kind of like this, where we break out, pull back, break out, pull back. I think I would actually be, if we kind of break above 103, I might try to take another SL back down to like the midpoint of this range, because we're in a stair step pattern a little bit. We're breaking out, but it's also pulling back pretty well. And we're fighting, definitely fighting an upward battle here on crude. I think as this keeps getting extended above those highs, I would like to short it again. I would want to see it above 103 though. Bro, pause when you have to chill with the context of which you're throwing around my anaconda. My anaconda don't want none. Down 230, it's nothing. That's not that bad, bro. This is an insanely choppy night. Gold's still selling off, yeah. Yeah. All right, chatter. Our traders, I think we might call it a night. I like the NQ short. We'll see if we break 320s, but unfortunately for me, this is just like such low volume that it wasn't. I just can't get into it. I can't believe how explosive NQ was just to like do this. I mean, I can believe it, but damn. I feel like we didn't react when we needed to, and then just missed everything that was interesting. I mean, let's be real. If we didn't, I mean, if you didn't buy that first dip at the beginning of the stream here, it's like, what the heck, you know? Not really much I can do there. Maybe this holds support on the 5-minute. Crude is still doing okay. Yeah, take it easy, Sat. Take it easy. Do we have any volume profile traders in here? Would anybody throw a volume profile on like this, just for context? Okay, so this is, I mean, look, would anybody throw a volume can you throw a volume profile like right here? Educate me a little bit, because this is about where you'd expect a range to form. The market's well extended. We've had like 2 expansion moves to the upside. You would expect a range to form here, right? So can you throw a volume profile right there? I don't really know how to use them that well. Somebody, if y'all know how to slap one on there, send it to Discord. I'm interested to see. Interested to see. But like only here. Well, I don't know where. Yeah, send it. I want to see if y'all are in the Discord. You're expecting to break to the upside. We're at the bottom of this range. We're just not seeing buyers here, man. Just fading. Typical NQ. Who caught the move up? This is the best trade of a viewer in the stream. Look at this guy. I hope he takes this trade off at some point. I hope he locks in at least 6 or 7K. That would be. I hope he locks in at least a max payout, which would be but I trust he knows what he's doing. We respect the hold. Gold is getting smashed. Anybody have an idea on why the market jumped that high? Yeah, Trump mentioned he would be possibly would end the military campaign without a guarantee to the Strait of Hormuz being fully reopened, essentially. Where is it? Am I dragging to the right? Oh, like this. How do you know how high and low it goes? Oh, I see. I see. I see. I see. I see. How do you see the high? Oh, it's just like here, right? Okay. You'd want to include this. Oh, right here. Yeah. Like this. Oh. How do we get this? Like this? Chat, this thing is kind of, not gonna lie. Is this painful to watch? Oh, there we go. NQ is getting killed here. Oh, it throws it on everything, huh? This is where we possibly start to become interested on crude shorts here for maybe like an overnight hold back down to 100. But yeah, man, NQ and gold are just slide. Ooh, wow. What happened here? Okay. Whew. Wow. Not a lot of volume on this though. But this also just opened. The VPVR indicator. Okay. What a move. Crude doesn't care. Crude's still holding. I know. I'm looking for a crude to get a little bit more extended here, and I kind of want to take a little short scalp here. Try VPVR. We'll see. I'll check that out. I haven't heard of that one. Interesting to crude not reacting lower here, to be honest. Okay, we'll check it out. Got nothing better to do. Oh, it's on the right side. That's pretty cool. I like that better. I'm not gonna lie. What are y'all's inputs on that? Oh yeah, that's automatic right there. That's nice. Shrink it. Number of rows, 1,000 rows? Okay. Good. Why is it moving around so damn much? Is that just a top step glitch? What is that shit about? Maybe the 1 minute's not good to look at it on. Where'd it go? Oh, here we go. I don't think it likes how much I move the charts around. Okay, if we get a little more extended on crude, we'll take that trade. I know, I'm rooting for crude. I want to see a little bit higher, get a really premium entry on this. Gotta learn to stop moving my screen around so much then. Bet. Let's go, Crude. I'm not gonna lie, we'll do some research on that, but for now, I move my screen around too much for it. Plus, I really like having it far right, and it's kind of like that. Okay, so right now, it's honestly, it's an eyesore. we'll we'll look into it though. Maybe if it was much smaller, but it's just for where I like it. I like it on the right. I like having the candles like on the far right of the screen. That's an issue. Did you have to trade yourself to not take trades? I'm trying to do better and not just forcing trades, but I mean, you guys, I force trades for sure. I force trades, but right now I'm just trying to be really patient with this entry on crude here. The higher, the better for me if I get short. Definitely. If we don't get an entry soon, we'll have to cut the stream. But I'm kind of looking for high 103s to get short. It's probably stop out above VWAP. And then target this prior range. Or maybe even just a pullback. It really depends what it looks like. I'll take a pullback. Two minutes before new hour, straight up. We've sat through a couple of these hourly opens, haven't we? Our hourly, we've been live 3 hours. My hourly wage is like negative 18 an hour. Got to change that. We're ending the stream green here. I feel very confident in this crude trade if we can get an entry on it. NQ looking like it wants to slide right now. Yeah, I want crude short, but I want it higher. I want it higher first. Tricky NQ. Yeah, NQ's looking like maybe we sell under 300 here if we don't find some buyers soon. We're rejecting instead of accepting price up here. This is not what we want to see. Creeping down on low volume too. Just scary. It's scary when we're creeping down like this. Oh my god, and then it just flicks up out of nowhere. All right, crude, let's get cooking. I want this entry above 103.50. Can we please? Top of the hour, yep. All right, we're about to get this entry on, bro. Actually, we're going to get this entry on. Think they'll run up NQ and ES? I don't know. It's already so extended. It might just. I would not be surprised to see it continue chopping how it is right now, to be honest. Or dump. It could dump. I don't know. It's hard to trust these rallies, that's for sure. What's MCL? It's micro crude. It's the micro crude contracts. It's midnight. I'm calling it night, bro. I get it, bro. I appreciate you hanging out with me. we're gonna be live for a little bit. I'm trying to see if this crude entry will set up. It could set up here in the next couple of minutes, but if not, we'll have to get off too. I appreciate everybody still hanging. It's late as hell. I get it. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me, man. Go to bed, bro. I'm about to, dude. Let me see if I can get, because honestly, if I get this entry, it might be an overnight hold. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. It might be an overnight hold. That's the only thing. If overnight, what's TP? Well, probably look to TP out of some if we get back into that 102 level. And then if we're looking at the hourly, I probably like to get out of full here. We had a lot of price acceptance here around that 101 level. So I'm kind of looking for this to reject VWAP here, fade down, and then maybe just get back down into that 101 level. That's really what I would like to do. So 3 points, but I want to get filled higher than this. I don't want to get filled here. From Houston, yeah, bro. I'm from Houston. I lived in Houston my whole life. H-Town? Yep, I grew up in Houston. Okay, we'll give it like 15 minutes. If we don't get the entry, we'll have to call it. Bro, I'm telling you, I want to scout back to green, though. Devoted too much time to sit here and not be green. NQ still sliding. No, I'm in San Antonio now, but I did grow up in Houston. You spent a month in Houston one night. What does that mean? What does that mean? That's contradictive. Spent a month in Houston one night. San Antonio's, in my opinion, it's Houston's. I mean, Houston's like what, the third largest city in the United States. It is busy, bro. It is busy. You live in Conroe. Conroe. I know where that's at. Conroe. Where's Conroe? Is that like northeast? Isn't that East Houston? East Houston, or is it northeast Houston? Right? It's northeast Houston. Yeah. I used to work in Spring. I don't think we're gonna get this entry on crude here. We go up to the Woodlands when we go to the Renaissance Fair. It's over there, right? The Woodlands. It's near the Woodlands. Crosby. My high school team used to play Crosby in football. Everyone's in Texas. I'm saying everybody here is from Houston. That's funny. I don't think we're gonna get this damn crude trade, man. It's pulling back now. All right, guys. I think we're gonna call it a night. I hate to end red, but it's not bad at all. $50 is nothing. I think if we did trade a lot, we would have gotten shot. There was a couple good spots to get into this market, but did not get anything. I maybe keep watching crude. If we pull into like high 103s, low 104s, I'm gonna short the hell out of it. FYI. All right, guys. I do appreciate everybody for hanging out. I think we got to get off. It's bedtime. We stayed live for too long. All right, guys. Once again, we're gonna kick out of here. Appreciate everybody for hanging out, watching all the likes. God bless y'all. I will see y'all, well, tomorrow night. I'm going to be on, I believe, as long as nothing changed, Top Step TV. I'm going to be on twice on Top Step TV. I'm going to be on at 11 Central. And then I'm going to be on in slow markets at 7 Central on Top Step TV's channel if y'all want to hang out over there. But I won't be live tomorrow night on my channel. Dude, appreciate y'all for hanging out, man. Appreciate y'all. I know it wasn't the most exciting. Obviously, the markets were exciting, but as far as what I did, we didn't do anything too fun. But hey, that's okay. That's okay. It's better to not chase. Yeah. Yep, I'm on Top Step. I'm on Top Step often. I'm on there often. But I'll be on slow markets with Dakota tomorrow. And I will see y'all there, man. Tune into there, and then yeah, we'll see y'all there. I will be live again on this channel next. Ooh. Damn. Wednesday night. All right, guys.